All right. Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Today, as you can see from what I'm adjusting right now, we're going to be doing some painting. And I got my good old apron here. That's not a food apron, that is a paint apron. A paint apron. Club Merc. Yes, Deadpool. I love Deadpool. I also love Soldier 76. Even though Junkrat is my main. Blah, that's beside the point. We're going to be doing some painting. Yes. I'm going to be going through the process of how I paint and what I do when I paint. So right now I'm doing my colors, putting them down, put cools on one side, white in the middle, and the arms on the other side. Then I'm going to be pouring my good old Turpenoid. Now the Turpenoid is very, it can make you woozy if you sniff it too much. I think it's poison if you don't open up a window. Not poison, but it's strong. It has a strong scent. And then you have your reference magazines. I found a picture of an actor that I don't really know who it is. But if you know who it is at the end, then hey, write it in the comments. And that's I got my good old canvases and I'm getting it ready. Gonna get it prepped. And I'm gonna get started on the under drawing. And then I'm gonna get started on the actual details and stuff. So yes, I'm gonna be painting. But also, I just want to talk about life with you guys. You know, I really enjoy making these videos for you guys. Honestly, I kind of do it for myself at this point, but I enjoy making them. And if you enjoy it as you come along with me, then that is great. And I enjoy that. And I'm very thankful for you watching it. So these days, you know, lots of nice things been going on. Lots of changes have been going on. And so for some people, change is not good. Change is out of their comfort zone. Change is scary because it's unknown. But change can also be good if you think about it. You know, you don't like everything in your current situation always. You know, there's always something better and there's always something worse. But change is something that we must embrace. We must grow with, because change is always going to happen. We are living in I don't know if it's a law, but like, you know, entropy is saying that like, actually I don't really know the law of entropy, but I know that things change forever, always. You have a rock, right? Say you have a rock, it's at the beach. That rock gets splashed for, let's say, 7 years. The rock is going to decrease in size. Now the rock doesn't do anything, but it is changing because, you know, it's just what life does. It changes you. But you have the choice to have a good attitude about it. And you can learn things, look for things to learn, look for things to be happy about. And in that, you can change for the better. Or you can let life change you. And usually, if you're not careful, you can change for the worse. Things like bitterness, sorrow. Well, sorrow is more of a thing that just happens. But you can be stuck in a sorrow, what do you call it? You can be stuck in a sorrow cycle. I think it's just sadness and despair. Or you can look for things that makes you happy. Now, I'm not trying to go for the toxic positivity type of thing where, you know, nothing ever hurts your feelings and everything is great. Everything is not great. And there are times for sadness and there are times for happiness. But sometimes you can look for happiness in a sad situation. That doesn't take away the thing that is happening, but it does get your mentality in a better place. For example, say you have a car, right? And no, let's scratch that. Let's go back to the rock analogy. The rock, it's been hit by the water, it changes, it gets smaller. Now you can focus on how the rock is no longer big. It's small now. And that could be sad to you. Or you can focus on the sand that it turned into. And sand can be used for many things. Or you could focus on the water and how it hurt that rock. Now the rock is small because of that stupid old water. Or you could focus on how the sand is a place for people to sit down and enjoy the beach. There's many ways to look at it. So in life, it gets rough sometimes. And sometimes it is okay to feel all the emotion. And actually, it's always okay to, okay. It's okay to feel the emotion. It's great to feel the emotion. You need to feel the emotion. But it's not okay to stay there. And when you stay there, that's when things get bad. Because change is not happening. You're choosing to stay in one place. As humans, we are always changing and growing. And changes need to happen. Now, there's some stability in life. There's always some stability. Stability is nice, very nice, but change is also a part of life. So finding that balance is what we need, what everyone needs. So I've been going through some changes. We've been going through some changes, and I've been trying to find the time that I want to, make videos and do art and things like that. As you know, I have 2 kids. Not as an excuse. I'm not saying that as an excuse, but I'm just saying I have 2 kids, and they are constantly growing and changing each day. And so finding the time to do these videos have been a little challenging, along with responsibilities of being the breadwinner of my house, and this not being a part of it is a challenge nonetheless, but it's still fun to do. This is more of a thing that I do on my own when I have time, just stuff like that, or when I don't have husbandly duties to take care of, taking care of my wife, making sure she's not lonely in her own marriage, things like that. So we've been going through changes, and it's been good, some bad. Accepting those changes are fine, are good. But also, here's what I wanted to say. When you are changing, sometimes you lose sight of something that you want. Lose focus on maybe it was a goal that you wanted to do, or something you wanted to build, a goal, or something. You can lose focus on that because things change. But you should also try to find focus where you can on things that you care about. You have to push through the change to find the stability that you need. Making these videos, I have to adapt. You have to know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And you can still push that same thing, but it's good to know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and understand why you're doing it. So for me, I have a kind of a vision board, a reminder board. of things I must remember. Number one is keep God first. That's me knowing that God is with me always, even through the bad times and in the good times. Remembering Him, being able to pray, keeping my relationship with Him, things like that. Number two is taking breaks. Breaks are necessary. Keeping the Sabbath, of course. Take breaks so that you can go clear-headed into the task, of course, that you need to do. And things that I want is community, stability, and I want to keep my creativity. A lot of pages and channels and things, people, when they get bigger, they kind of lose creativity. They do the same thing, they're stuck in a loop, or they just, you become a content farmer after a while, and it's kind of like, what are you really making the videos for? And I don't want to lose my creativity. So I think I will stay kind of random when I post, just because of that. I don't want to lose I don't have the pressure of posting a video and not having any real content, I want to keep it real. And yes, stability. I want to be able to have stability even through change. And I want this community to be a good community, something to be proud of, people to really care about, and people to care about me, of course. And community is always nice. And then there's another one, is know your worth. Not settling for the lackluster or mediocre things. Knowing my worth is making sure that I can be able to strive for better, know better, and be able to do better, because I'm worth doing better, feeling better, all that stuff. And and I'll plan out days to do things, of course. Keep goals, but don't keep too big of goals. I try not to make too many like big goals or anything, resolutions, stuff like that, because to me, a goal should be more of a checkpoint, because life keep going on. Once you reach your goal, it doesn't always stop there. So for me, I remember I had, people say, what do you want to work, or what do you want to do when you get older? And I had a realistic goal, which was to be an overnight stalker at Walmart. We loved Walmart growing up, and stalking looked fun, and it was fun, still is fun. But I got older, and I actually became an overnight stalker for Walmart. That was one of my first jobs. I think it was my third job, to be exact. And I was like 18, 19 working that job. And at that point, I already worked the job that I wanted to work with when I was little. Worked for, I already did the thing that I wanted to do when I was little. So after that, I'm like, okay, obviously I can do it. I can do anything I want to do. I got this thing right out the gate. So now you strive for better things. Because when you want to stop at the goal, you don't really grow. You won't really grow. You won't really get better, because you already settled for the thing that you wanted. That was your goal. Of course, you got it. But there's more to life than just reaching your goal. There's a lot of growth. There's a lot of changing. And there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of aspects of life. Some people think that, you just grow up and you raise a family and I don't know. get a job that you like, and then you grow old and die happy. Yeah, but then you get the family, and then you got family dramas and troubles and issues, or you grow old, you have back pain and things like that, or you get your job, then you lose your job or something like that, and then you're like, whoa, what do I do now? Or you get all of that stuff, right? And then you're just there bored, you don't like any of it, or something like that. Not saying that happens to everybody all the time, always. That's not the truth. That's not true always. But for some people, they reach their goals and then they either plateau or they find out that there's more to life than just these goals. So that's why I just want them as a checkpoint. So that checkpoint was there, I finished that, now it's on the better things. And it is hard to imagine anything bigger when you kind of dream small. So for me now, I'm just here. I want the basic things that are kind of hard to keep and come by. My community right now, I'm probably the most, well, not right now, I'll say last year and the year before was probably the most loneliest years that I've had. We had our baby. There was no one to help. There was no one to talk to. There was no one to really care, that cared about us. Other than ourselves, of course. But, a community is needed with most people. With all people, actually. Not most people, but all people. Extended family, friends, things like that. Now, of course, I have friends, but we didn't always get together, and they're not always in the spot to help in the places that we need help with, if that makes any sense. So community is one of the things that I strive for, because that's something that always grows and changes with you. Stability, that's something that is needed with children, of course. You have a home to sleep in, have a car to drive, have a person there, a father figure and a mother figure, things like that. And then creativity, that's something also that will grow and change with us, along with the stability, different cars to ride, different houses, but still something that's there. And creativity is something that maybe I'll go into painting more, maybe I'll go into pottery, maybe I'll go into sculpting, maybe I'll go with more wood stuff, prints, that's something that could easily be changed and can evolve as I evolve in the life. So yeah, those are just things that I wanted to talk about. So yes, if you guys want to talk, you can hit me up. You can send me a message. My social medias are in my link in the description. But yeah, but these days my friends have been around more, and I've been reaching out more, and they've been answering. I know sometimes they didn't, or not they, but some didn't answer, and that was very lonely. But we have time now. Things are getting better. We don't need much help. other than, you know, people to talk to and stuff like that. But yeah. I hope you guys liked this video. Hope it wasn't too depressing or sad or anything like that. And yeah, make sure you check out the merch in my website if you like what you see. Also, I'm looking for voice actors. If you are a voice actor and you're a female specifically, because I can do all the male voices by myself if need be, but if you're a female, preferably with an accent, like European accent, please hit me up. If not, that's okay. I want to introduce you guys to something that I've been working on forever. So yeah, hope you like this video. See you next time. Bye.